It is now 10 minutes to 9 on a Sunday night as I record this particular clip. I'm recording this now because I need to make sure that I have the thought in my head that when I get up in the morning, the first thing I need to get done is take a shower. I need to leave the house at about 8:45 tomorrow morning, and time crunches and showering usually don't mix well for me, but neither does showering in the evening because that's when I have the least amount of willpower left because of ego depletion, and so trying to get myself into the shower right now just isn't going to happen. I need that extra boost of willpower that I get first thing in the morning to get me into the shower first thing in the morning. Can I do it? And while I am aware that my 5 a.m. wake up time means that 8:45 doesn't sound like a time crunch to you, remember, I have OCD. I'm dealing with compulsions that the longest I've ever gotten caught in pervasive avoidance was 9.5 hours because the sun set at about 5:30 that afternoon. And then it wasn't till 3 a.m. that I realized it's too late for me to worry about turning on the light because I have to go to bed immediately after I use the bathroom, because the discussion in my head was whether to turn on the light on my way to the bathroom or my way back from the bathroom. So I was both caught in a compulsion for 9.5 hours and also, holding in pee for 9.5 hours. Fun with the brains, right? So wish me a good night and good luck.
8 hours later, breakfast first, then shower.
I realize I said last night that I was going to shower first thing in the morning, but it's important to have breakfast at the same time each day. And if I tried to get the shower in within that first hour of waking up, that time crunch, and that would have gummed up the whole works. Also, for anyone who's a little bit concerned that I once got caught in pervasive avoidance for 9.5 hours, you should know that once I know what it was that got me stuck in pervasive avoidance for a huge chunk of time like that, I give myself a rule to follow so that particular occurrence won't happen again. After the incident with the light switch, I gave myself the rule that I'm going to flip a light switch on or off, whichever one is at that time needed, whenever I leave the room. That way, I'm handling it when it's on my mind, not forgetting it when I come back, not having to worry about it when I come back. It's already taken care of and ready for me. So I got a lot of little rules like this that sometimes result in dialogues with people that are kicked off with somebody asking me why I'm being so rigid about something, why I can't just relax and go with the flow. Let's just see what happens. If I have a rule that I'm sticking to in a rigid kind of a way, it's because I've been through a similar situation and I found out how to get through it consistently and healthily, and I need to do it that way. And the more rigid I am, the more important that I get in a habit with that particular rule before I consider how to adjust it, because the habit formation is so important. Another example of a rule is that I now have a rule for myself where to get in the habit of showering on Monday and Thursday, I start recording a video clip by clip before the shower, and then I finish recording it after the shower, which is to say, it is now time for Rosie to get in the shower. So the shower has happened, and these chit-chat videos before and after are definitely helpful. And I think starting last night with the chit-chat is something that I'll do for future showers, where I start the chit-chat the night before, get a little middle bit of the chit-chat going the next morning before the shower, and then rounding it out after the shower. I think that's a good way to go about it. And we all do this in our own little ways. We all have rules we make for ourselves, routines we make for ourselves to make getting through the day that little bit easier, that little bit breezier. And you just do what you got to do to maintain your mental health, regardless of whether you have a clinically diagnosed condition. Mental health, man, it's everything. And there's my exit. Beep beep.